In this video, I'm going to show you one way we're capturing the move higher in short-term rates, using a strategy that defines risk on every trade and for the duration of every trading period. In video 2, I reviewed where the market expects the Fed funds rate to be and when, versus where the Fed expects the Fed funds rate to be and when. We're currently trading at 0.12 for the March 2015 delivery. Contract value $500. If we go back to the current top of the Fed's target range of 0.25, this contract will appreciate from $500 to $1,041. The June 2015 delivery is currently trading at 0.15. Contract value $625. Should this contract move up to the Fed's disclosed level by the end of June 2015 of 0.5220, the contract value will appreciate to $2,175. If the June contract goes to its 2013 through 2015 high for this rate of 0.900, the contract value will increase from the current $625 to $3,750. December 15 is currently trading at 0.4150, contract value $1,729. Should this move up to the Fed's disclosed level by the end of December 2015 of 1.1250, the contract value will increase to $4,687. December 16 is currently trading at 1.150, contract value $4,646. If the D16 moves up to the Fed's target level of 2.500, the contract value will increase to $10,416. December 2017 is currently trading at a rate of 1.600, contract value $6,542. Should this move to the Fed's disclosed level by the end of December 2017 of 3.75%, the contract value will increase to $15,625. For the delivery months from March 2015 through December 2017, June 2015 appears to have one of the higher returns on risk, currently trading at 0.15, contract value $625. Please right-click on the link to the June 2015 risk-reward spreadsheet and open it in a new window. When the spreadsheet opens, please enable editing. This will allow you to experiment with any potential outcome for the June delivery month using any leverage and any investment amount. The first thing you need to decide is how much to allocate towards this trade. In cell D2, it's currently showing $25,000. You can enter any amount in cell D2. In cell B2, I put in a contract price of 100, representing a rate in cell C2 of 0. 0, in my opinion, is the worst case scenario for Fed funds. Unlike bunds, treasuries, or Japanese government bonds that can and have gone below 0, the Fed funds rate really can't. What it will require is one member bank to pay another member bank to borrow from it. For example, Chase Manhattan calling up Bank of America and saying, "I'd like to give you $1 billion and I'd like you to pay you to take my money." Sure, it could happen, but I think it's highly unlikely because banks are for-profit corporations. In cell E2, I'm showing what I believe is the worst-case scenario loss at 0, $7,708. This includes everything right down to exchange and regulatory fees. It's net. The liquidating value shows in cell G2 of $17,292. In G3, you can change the leverage to whatever you want per contract. In this case, I'm using 1,000, but you could put in 2,500, you could put in 500. Let's assume that the Federal Reserve is half right about the rate they set, and the June delivery moves from the current 0.15, contract value $625, to 0.2610, contract value $1,087. Please enter 99.7390 in cell B2. The rate will show in cell C2 of 0.2610. The net profit or loss will show in cell E2, in this case $6,458. The net liquidation value shows in G2 of $31,458. Next, let's assume that the Federal Reserve is right about the Fed funds rate that they set. In cell B2, enter 99.4780. The rate will show in cell C2 of 0.5220. The net profit or loss shows in E2 $33,646. The net liquidation value for the $25,000 investment unit shows in cell G2 of $58,646. The last time we had a credible and sustainable threat in a hike in the Fed funds rate, the June 2015 delivery moved from 99.72, rate 0.2800, contract value $1,666, to 99.10, rate 0.90, contract value $3,750. Let's assume that history repeats itself. Please enter 99.10 in cell B2. The rate will show in cell C2 of 0.90. The net profit or loss on the $25,000 trading unit will show in cell E2 of $73,021. The net liquidation value for the $25,000 trading unit will show in cell G2 of $98,021. Trading the same delivery month, June 2015, let's step up the leverage and be more aggressive. In cell D2, enter 100,000. In cell G3, enter $625 per contract. Again, G3, $625 per contract. Let's check out the worst case scenario. In cell B2, enter 100, representing a rate shown in cell C2 of 0. The net loss will show in cell E2 $49,333 for a net liquidation value in G2 of $50,667. Once again, let's assume the Federal Reserve is right about the rate they set. And for the June 2015 delivery, the rate moves up to 0.5220%. Enter 99.4780 in cell B2 for the contract price. The rate the contract price represents will show in cell C2 of 0.5220%. The net profit or loss after all bid-ask spreads and fees will show in cell E2 of $215,333. The net liquidation value will show in cell G2 $315,333. One thing I like about trading a market that's near zero and its all-time historic low is that they only have a major market move in one direction. Enter at 100 in cell B2. The rate will show in cell C2 of 0. Now let's decrease the leverage. In cell G3, enter 5,000. Again, G3, 5,000. What we're doing here is posting 8 times the total position value, negating any chance of a margin call or a debit balance. At 0, if we decrease the leverage, our maximum loss is shown in E2 of 6,167. Our liquidating value in G2 is 93,833. Not only are we prepared for a move to 0, but we could actually add positions all the way down to 0 without risk of margin call or a debit balance. Let's assume the Fed funds rate immediately goes in our favor and we never have an opportunity to cost average and add additional positions. Enter 99.4780 in cell B2. the rate will show in cell C2 of 0.5220, which is the Fed target for the June delivery 2015. The profit will show in cell E2 of 26,917. The liquidation value, G2, 126,917. If that should happen, we've outperformed the majority of the publicly offered funds. Finally, let's look at a move to zero and how we would put a move to zero to work directly for us. Please enter 100 in cell B2, which represents a rate of 0. Now let's put this move to 0 to work directly for us. In cell E16, enter 20. E18, 20, 22, 24, and 26 will automatically fill in with an additional 20 contracts. The total number of positions we have on will be shown in cell H19. Our overall average entry rate will show in cell H17 of 0.0750%. Once again, let's assume that the Federal Reserve is correct about the rate they set, and the June delivery goes to 0.5220%. Enter 99.4780 in cell B2. The Fed's target rate of 0.5220 will show in cell C2. The net profit of 250,667 will show in E2. The net liquidating value, 350,667, will show in cell G2. If you have any questions for any of the strategies we trade for durations from 30 days to 30 years in U.S. Treasuries, bunds, Japanese government bonds, or gilts, please call me with access to the online review links linked in the upper left-hand corner of this page. Using these links, I'll be able to answer your questions, to provide additional information, and/or verification. If you'd like information on the clearing and exchange members we can manage funds at, how your balances are guaranteed plus or minus trading activity, my career history, or how to open an account, see video link 4 below.